नारिकेलादि जम्बूफलमुलनारगिंचि पनस नारिकेलादि जम्बूफलमुलनारगिंचि कनतरंबुलनु महिपै पदमुलगल्लु गल्लन कनतरंबुलनु महिपै पदमुलगल्लु गल्लन अनयमु हरि चरणयुगमुलनु हृदयाम्बुजमुलनु अनयमु हरि चरणयुगमुलनु हृदयाम्बुजमुलनु
not only by doing a lot of dharmic activities in USA but also in India. And there is a peculiar representation, if you see there, which projects certain elements of the activities with which he is connected with. There's one that is missing. I hope that can be added next time. His efforts on Bhagavad Gita. They have been very, very kind, patient to bring several families together in such dharmic activities in this country as well as in India. And this gives a lot of fulfillment to every member involved in such activities. And that is something, a special thanks to Dharmatma Mani. His teachings, discourses, lectures and guidance to hundreds of students spread across this country as well as the world brings tremendous benefits to the families. Wise men maintain their purity by their constant contribution in the form of yajna, dana and tapas. And just spreading the Vedic scriptures is not the only fulfillment. He exhibits in a day-to-day life. So if you just follow Mani Mama, you will always lead in the right path. And I hope more and more people can join in that activity. I expect our Guru to present more elements of his activities in his concluding remarks today. In conclusion, Padma and myself would like to offer our namaskarams to our Guru and Guru Padmi and wish them all the best in life. Thank you.
श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिदते भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ओम भूः ओम भुवः ओम सुवः ओम महः ओम जनः ओम तपः ओम सत्यम्। ओमापो ज्योतिरथों ददं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्सुवरों ममोपात्त समस्त दुरितक्षयद्वारा श्रीपरमेश्वरप्रीत्यर्थं स्वस्ति पूर्वोच्चरित एवं गुणविशेषणविशिष्टायाम् अस्यां वर्तमानायां शुभतिथौ रेवती नक्षत्रे मीनराशौ जातस्यां नित्यसुब्रह्मण्यशर्मणः धर्मकान्तायाः पुष्यमी नक्षत्रे कर्कटकराशौ दातायाः राजलक्ष्मीनाम्न्याः शिष्यवर्गैः सह कुटुम्बानां क्षेमस्थैर्य वीर्य विजय अभय आनन्द आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्याभिवृद्ध्यर्थं धर्मार्थकाममोक्षचतुर्विधफलपुरुषार्थसिद्ध्यर्थं श्रीमहागणपति अनुग्रहप्रसादे निरमानस्य चिन्तितमनसाभीष्टफलसिद्ध्यर्थे महागणपतिपूजां रजतमहोत्सव कर्मांग गुरुवन्दनकार्यक्रम निर्विघ्नेन परिसमाप्त्यर्थं महागणपतिपूजां करिष्ये। ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पद आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सेदसादनं वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। अगजानन पद्मार्कं गजाननम् अहर्निशम् अनेकदन्तं भक्तानाम् एकदन्तमुपास्महे। अस्मिन् बिम्बे अस्मिन् पठे च महागणपतिं ध्यायामि महागणपतिम् आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि। ॐ भूः महागणपतिं ध्यायामि ॐ भुवः महागणपतिं ध्यायामि ॐ सुवः महागणपतिं ध्यायामि ॐ भूर्भुवः सुवः महागणपतिं ध्यायामि आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि। ॐ एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ते प्रचोदयात्। महागणपतये नमः। आवाहयामि ॐ एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ते प्रचोदयात्। महागणपतये नमः। आसनं कल्पयामि स्वागतम्। ॐ एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ते प्रचोदयात्। पादारविन्दयोः पाद्यं पाद्यं समर्पयामि। ॐ एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ते प्रचोदयात्। हस्तेषु मध्यमध्यं समर्पयामि। ॐ एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ते प्रचोदयात्। मुखे आचमनीयम् आचमनीयं समर्पयामि। ॐ नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्ते अस्तु लम्बोदराय करन्ताय विघ्नविनाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः। ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। स्नानं समर्पयामि। स्नानाङ्गं शुद्ध आचमनीयम् आचमनीयं समर्पयामि। ॐ एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ते प्रचोदयात्। ॐ यों वस्त्राणि पीवसावसाथे युवोरच्छिद्रावन्तवो हसर्गाः अवातिरतमधृतानि विश्वा ऋतेन मित्रावरुणासिदेथे महागणपतये नमः। वस्त्रार्थे पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। ॐ यज्ञोपवीतं परमं पवित्रं प्रजापतेरत्सहरं पुरस्तात् आदिश्यमग्रं प्रतिमुञ्चदुग्धं यज्ञोपवीतं परमस्तु तेजः। श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। उपवीतार्थे पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। वस्त्रोपवीतानन्तरम् आचमनीयम् आचमनीयं समर्पयामि। हिरण्यपात्रं मधः पूर्णं ददाति मधव्योसानीति एकधा ब्रह्मण उपहरति एकधैवैदमान आयुस्तेजो दधाति। श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। आभरणार्थे पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। ॐ गन्धद्वारान्दुराधर्षां नित्यपुष्टाङ्गरेशिनीं ईश्वरीगुं सर्वभूतानां तामिहोपह्वये श्रियं। श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। परिमलगन्धान् धारयामि। सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरि नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते। श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। कुङ्कुमचूर्णं समर्पयामि। अर्चत प्रार्चत प्रियमेधासो अर्चता अर्चन्तपुत्रका उत पुरन्नधुष्वर्चता। श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। अक्षतां समर्पयामि। आजनेते पराजने दूर्वा आरोहन्तु पुष्पिणीः हृदाश्च पुण्डरीकानि समुद्रस्य ग्रहा इमे। श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। पुष्पैः सम्पूजयामि। अथ नामपूजां करिष्ये। ॐ सुमुखाय नमः। ॐ एकदन्ताय नमः। ॐ कपिलाय नमः। ॐ गजकर्णकाय नमः। ओम लंबोदराय नमः ओम विकटाय नमः ओम विघ्नराजाय नमः ओम धूमकेतवे नमः ओम गणाध्यक्षाय नमः ओम फालचंद्राय नमः ओम वक्रतुंडाय नमः ओम हेरंबाय नमः ओम शूर्पकर्णाय नमः ओम स्कंदपूर्वजाय नमः ओम श्री विघ्नेश्वराय नमः ओम विघ्नराजाय नमः ओम गौरीपुत्राय नमः ओम विनायकाय नमः ओम श्री महागणपतये नमः नानाविधपरिमलपत्रपुष्पाणि समर्पयामि ओम वनस्पतिरथोत्पन्नो गन्धाध्यस्तमनोहरः आग्रे सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यताम् श्रीमहागणपतये नमः दिव्यधूपम् आघ्रापयामि प्रत्यक्षदीपं दर्शयामि धूपदीपानन्तरम् आचमनीयं समर्पयामि नैवेद्यार्थे ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवः सत्यं त्वत्तेन परिषिञ्चामि अमृतं भवतु अमृतोपस्तरणमसि स्वाहा धेनुमुद्रां प्रदर्श्य ॐ प्राणाय स्वाहा ॐ अपानाय स्वाहा ॐ व्यानाय स्वाहा ॐ उदानाय स्वाहा ॐ समानाय स्वाहा ॐ देवेभ्यः स्वाहा एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ते प्रचोदयात् श्रीमहागणपतये नमः सेव्यफलं महानैवेद्यं निवेदयामि मध्ये मध्ये स्वादोदकं समर्पयामि अमृताभिधानवते स्वाहा उत्तरापोषणार्थे जलं समर्पयामि हस्तप्रक्षालनार्थे जलं समर्पयामि पादौ प्रक्षालनार्थे जलं समर्पयामि कण्डूषार्थे जलं समर्पयामि करोद्वर्धनार्थे श्रीचन्दनं समर्पयामि बलिहरणं विसर्जयामि ओम एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ते प्रचोदयात् प्रमुखताम्बूलं कल्पयामि अधिकफलावाप्त्यर्थे महामङ्गल नीराजनं च करिष्ये ओम नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमदपतये नमस्ते अस्तु लंबोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्नविनाशिने शिवदुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः हिरण्यपात्रं मधः पूर्णन्दरादि मधव्योदानीति एकधा ब्रह्मण उपहरति एकथैव यजमान आयुस्तेन दधाति श्रीमहागणपतये नमः नमो वयं वैश्रवणाय कुर्महे समे कामान् कामकामाय मह्यं कामेश्वरो वैश्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वैश्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः यो वेदादोत्तरप्रोक्तो वेदान्तेन प्रतिष्ठितः तस्य प्रकृतिरे तस्य यः परस्य महेश्वरः श्रीमहागणपतये नमः वेदोक्तमन्त्रपुष्पाञ्जलिं समर्पयामि महागणपतये नमः प्रदक्षिणनमस्कारां समर्पयामि ॐ एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ति प्रचोदयात् इदमर्घ्यमिदमर्घ्यमिदमर्घ्यं प्रसन्नार्घ्यं समर्पयामि प्रार्थनां करिष्ये ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा अगजानन पद्मार्कं गजाननम् अहर्निशम् अनेकदन्तं भक्तानाम् एकदन्तमुपास्महे अभीप्सितार्थसिद्ध्यर्थं पूजितो यस्तुरैरपि सर्वविघ्नच्छिदे तस्मै श्रीगणाधिपतये नमः ॐ एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ति प्रचोदयात् श्रीमहागणपतये नमः मनोरथान् प्रार्थयामि छत्रचामरादि समस्तोपचारान् समर्पयामि अनया पूजया श्रीमहागणपतिः प्रीयतां तत्सत् ॐ कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै श्रीमन्नारायणायेति समर्पयामि तत्सत् श्रीब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु। क्षत्रस्य राजा वरुणोऽधिराजः नक्षत्राणागं शतभिदप्रतिष्ठः तौ देवेभ्यः कृणुतो दीर्घमायुः महागणपतिः प्रसादफलसिद्धिरस्तु।
Mama. Will now be
use this. Switch here. Turn it on and turn it off.
okay, thank you.
Turn it on.
Okay. We'll now be doing the Shanti Panchakam.
सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीमती धीनामृत्यवतु ओम श्री महासरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। शन्नो मित्रशं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्पर्यमा शन्न इंद्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः। नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्भक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु भक्तारम्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। शन्नो मित्रशं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्पर्यमा शन्न इंद्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः। नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मावादिशं ऋतमवादिशं सत्यमवादिशं तन्मामावीत् तद्भक्तारमावीत् आवीमाम् आवीत् भक्तारम्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। नमो वाचे याचोदिताय चान्दिता तस्यै वाचे नमो नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमः ऋषिभ्यो मन्त्रकृभ्यो मन्त्रपदतिभ्यो मामामृषयो मन्त्रकृतो मन्त्रपदयः पराधुर्मानुषीं मन्त्रकृतो मन्त्रपतिं पराधां वैश्वदेवीं वाचमुद्यासकुं शिवामदस्तां युष्टां देवेभ्यः शर्ममेभ्यो शर्मपृथिवी शर्म विश्वमिदं जगत् शर्म चन्द्रश्च सूर्यश्च शर्म ब्रह्म प्रजापति। भूतं वदिष्ये भुवनं वदिष्ये तेजो वदिष्ये यशो वदिष्ये तपो वदिष्ये ब्रह्म वदिष्ये सत्यं वदिष्ये तस्माहमिदमुपस्तरणमुपस्तरणमुपस्तरणं प्रजायै पशूनां भूयासंस्तरणमहं प्रजायै पशूनां भूयासं प्राणापानो मृत्योर्मापादं प्राणापानो मधुमनिष्ये मधुजनिष्ये मधुपक्ष्यामि मधुपदिष्यामि मधुमतीं देवेभ्यो वाचमुद्यासं शुश्रूषेण्यां मनुष्येभ्यस्तं मा देवा अवन्तु शोभायै पितरो नुमतन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः संयोगाभिमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवीः स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः पूर्वं विगातु भेषजं शन्नो अस्तु द्विपदे शञ्चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः भद्रं कर्णे विष्णुयामदेवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षयजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः सुष्ठुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्ता साग्निना शान्ता सामे शान्ता सुतपुर्णमयसु अन्तरिक्षगुं शान्तं तद्वायुना शान्तं तन्मे शान्तगुं शुचगुं गमयतु यौ शान्ता सादित्येन शान्ता सामे शान्ता शुचगुं गमयतु पृथिवी शान्तिरन्तरिक्षं शान्तिर्द्यौ शान्तिर्दिशः शान्तिरवान्तरदिशा शान्तिरग्निः शान्तिर्वायुः शान्तिरादित्यशान्तिः चन्द्रमा शान्तिर्नक्षत्राणि शान्तिः आपः शान्तिरोषधयः शान्तिर्वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्हौ शान्तिरया शान्तिरश्वः शान्तिः पुरुषः शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्तिर्ब्राह्मणः शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः शान्तिर्मे अस्तु शान्तिः तयाहं शान्त्या सर्वशान्त्या मह्यं द्विपदे चतुष्पदे शान्तिं करोमि शान्तिर्मे अस्तु शान्तिः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम्
Following this, now we'll get into thoughts and observations from several people in the audience. We'll begin with one of our senior-most students, Sri Dwarkanath Mama. I request you to please come and share your thoughts and observations. Thank you.
Move this looking here. What do you? Oh, okay. Om Shri Guru. Just look at this side. I'll do it. Oh, okay. What? Yeah. I can't look at the camera. Okay. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Namaskaram, Sri Mani Mama and Raji Mami and the entire Sadas and the Sadasaspati. Now, I've been, because of the aggressive scheduling, I've been assigned 5 minutes. So I don't know what I can say in 5 minutes, so I'm going to read it. I'm going to read this thing really very fast. Now, fast reading is required now. Yeah? So, I've been honored to present the senior Veda class observations of Sri Mani Mama and his family. That honor distinctly belongs to Ayar Mama and Ayar Mama only. I'm an interloper who snuck into the senior class midstream. I first met Mani Mama in 1985 when he came to Bell Labs on deputation from BARC. However, at that time, I little did know about Mani Mama's many unique talents. In those days, I was busy with my work and he was just getting settled down in the US. And we never explored life outside of Bell Labs. Soon he moved to ERC and South Jersey, which pretty much curtailed further interaction. In those days, I did not believe in anything that could not be expressed by an elegant equation. Things changed in 1992 when the Bridgewater Temple was inaugurated. During a casual visit to the temple, I heard Vishnu Sahasranama being chanted, and it immediately drew my attention to that. I suppose it was my vasana from my childhood. Soon there would be Veda classes there. Actually, there were two parallel sessions on Friday evenings. One was a large group and the other small. I joined the small group because the teacher-to-student ratio was favorable. I stayed in that group for a while before moving to Mani Mama's group. This group met on Friday evenings at the temple. However, the original Veda group was meeting in individuals' homes since 1990. It was started by Mani Mama at the instigation of our universal party, which is Ayar Mama's mother. In those early days, Veda classes were held in individual students' homes on Sundays or Saturdays, one of the 2 days. Sundays, starting at 9 a.m. The classes would go on till about 11:30 a.m., at which time we would conclude by doing namaskars to the elders and enjoy a sumptuous lunch. That was the highlight. Eventually, the classes shifted permanently to Mani Mama's house in Lawrenceville. There, Mani Mama and Raji Mami provided us with both food for thought and for the body. In the early days, Mani Mama had initiated several students to Panchayatana Puja in their homes, and there were frequent Rudrabhishekams also in students' homes. The Rudrabhishekams were the practical counterpart to the theory sessions of Veda chanting. Mani Mama was busy from Friday evening through Sunday evening conducting various classes for adults and children alike. His family sacrificed much for our benefit, and we thank the whole family for that. I suspect he was all along driven with big goals such as preparing for Maharudras and Chandi Homas. Looking back, one can clearly connect the dots to those early days. The next step in our evolution was the various classes on the scriptures and their meanings. Vishnu Sahasranama, Lalita Sahasranama, Durga Saptashti, Dakshinamurti Stotra, Uddhav Gita, Gita, and so on and so on and so forth. It's still continuing. We were stunned by the extent of
myself and our family to come and share some remarks. Unfortunately, my wife was called to a family function in California and couldn't be here. Otherwise, she would have loved to come and express her thoughts as well. And Anu and Mahesh, my sister and brother-in-law, also were not able to come from Boston as my brother-in-law was having a cold and having some viral illness. So many times I hear about our family making sacrifices for the benefit of the Veda classes and all the functions that we do. And you know, I think maybe at some level there's some sacrifice, but honestly we've gained so much more than we have ever sacrificed. It's much more so a blessing for us, this community that has come around, all of the things that Abba and Amma were organized over the years. You know, our family immigrated to the United States like so many of the other families here back actually in 1984, and it's been almost 31 years since our family has been in the United States. At that time, I was a wee boy of about 7 years old. My sister was about 4. Sridhar was not yet on the scene. He came many years later. And we left India with really no other extended family or close friends to come to the United States. Our grandparents, my chittapas and chittis, and my mamas and mommies, Berima, Beripas, they were all in India. All of our cousins were in India. And we came to the United States as sort of a brave new world to seek the opportunities that are here, but also in search of culture and community within the United States. And that was started right from the beginning when we had close family and friends that congregated at our house, and we would go to their house and slowly build up a small community. I remember very fondly the very first times that we had a Veda class with Abba leading the charge with Amma's help, with Ayat Mama and Mami and Bati at that time. Starting in 1990, I was just starting high school. It was an interesting time of adolescence and maturing. My sister was also going through similar things in middle school. And I remember going to those first classes not knowing what to expect. We went to a house that was very welcoming, and I had Mama and Mami. They became my Perima and Peripa, and Bati became my Bati. And slowly from there, it grew to having so many Mamas and Mamis all around. This community has been wonderful in embracing us and all of the people in our family, and has been a family to each other. And it's been wonderful to see that grow. even as I have moved from New Jersey to college and then sought professional life in Maryland, all of those experiences have always been done with the knowledge and security that we have this wonderful family around us, not just our immediate family, but all of those that are here assembled that have learned from Appa and Amma. That kind of community can give you such security, can give you a boldness to try things and to endeavor to achieve for the world through the power of Sharada and Sharadambal and Acharyas channeled through us to try and do things for the world and achieve good in the world. And without that security, it's very difficult to try and take such bold steps. And that's something that I've learned by watching Appa, not just learning Vedas from him or just learning scripture or watching you all do the same. It's something that I learned through the example of Appa. His ability, Appa and Amma, I should say both, their ability to really take a bold step towards doing the right thing to spread our Sanatana Dharma across the United States and the world has come with a real boldness to be in a foreign community and to actually take that charge and to take that leadership and to be able to channel the inspiration of the Acharyas and Sharadambal to spread that is a really amazing thing that I've witnessed as Appa and Amma have done this over their entire lifetime. And it's not just something that was already there. I've seen him and Appa and Amma both grow in their ability to do this. It's really inspiring because it allows us to know that ordinary people can take on the power from Shakti and the resources of a community from Lakshmi and the wisdom and learning from Saraswati and use it to do good for the entire world. And it's something that is really inspirational to me and has guided me in my own life in trying to do good for the world in my own ways. And I think it's been the same for Anu and her husband and also for Sridhar. And I hope we can continue with the blessings of Acharyas, with the blessings of Sharadambal, of my parents, and all of you. I think Sridhar would also like to say a few words. I'll leave that to him, and then also just again reiterate the namaskarams from me, my wife, my children. Aditi is here. Gopal went with Lakshmi to California for the marriage, and also for Anu and Mahesh who could not be here.
So I think me and Satish combined had 5 minutes. So I'll keep mine relatively short because my brother is
Very wordy.
No, he's also just a better speaker. So I wanted to give you a slightly different perspective. Everyone who's going to talk here is going to give you about how they are good students and Appa and Amma were great teachers, and Satish lived with them in India and saw how this developed as a teenager. But for me, this was my entire life. When I was born, Appa was already doing classes. This community has been there since I can remember. I don't remember a time when this community did not exist. I've taken it for granted because growing up in this country, if you are an Indian, especially in the early 90s, there weren't that many Hindus who were openly religious. And to have a community formed by my parents gave us some perspective and also taught us humility. Especially when I describe this to other people, I tell them, in this group, you have CEOs, you have VPs, lawyers, doctors, but they come here and they're wearing angostrams and they're washing the floors and they're serving food, and it's because they genuinely believe they're helping a community. And that's that mindset that my parents really instilled in everyone they know. So I thank them for that mindset, that perspective, and I also thank you all for contributing to that because it's really molded my own life. So I'd like to say namaskaram and thank you, and also namaskaram and thank you to both of you.
Of his illustrious career as a major promoter of Vedanta in the United States. Now I, as a part of a new generation of pupils, am learning the holy Vedas. It must have been a great journey for Mani Mama, teaching the eager students all there is to know about Sanatana Dharma. What started as one Veda class for just a few students has beautifully blossomed into a vast empire of knowledge, spread among many different classes and hundreds of devoted disciples. I myself am part of Bhagavad Gita and Veda classes. As a guru, Mani Mama excels beyond human capacity. He treats every student as if they're in a private one-on-one class, and everyone comes out of the class feeling good about the knowledge they have gained. But Mani Mama isn't just a boring college professor. He actively converses with the class and adds humor whenever he can. He is a great Vedic scholar and has mastered the Bhagavad Gita and other sacred texts as well. He even has the great honor of receiving the title of Dharmatma from His Holiness Jagadguru Sri Bharati Tirtha Mahaswamila. Mani Mama is only the third person in the 1,200 years of Sringeri Sharada Peetam's existence to receive this highly respected title of tremendous prestige. If he can achieve this, then he is definitely one of the greatest gurus of our time. I'm extremely proud and honored to have him as my teacher, and I'm sure my fellow pupils feel the same way. If anybody here isn't in one of his classes, I have advice. Join up. You'll definitely enjoy the class more than watching India lose another cricket match. Mani Mama's classes are for all ages, adults and children alike, and it's a great way for you to stay in touch with our amazing Indian heritage. Thank you.
Thank you, Girish, for your words of inspiration. So one of the things we mentioned at the beginning was this year being the Silver Jubilee year, we initiated a Japa Samarpanam offering of chantings and from scriptural elements. So we now call upon MD Srinivas to come and introduce the whole concept of Japa Samarpanam and give us an idea of everything that occurred as part of that effort. Thank you.
We have to stop at this Vijayadasami. Let us just take it as the initiative and just continue from this, so that at least that way we will develop the discipline to keep on chanting, and that is what pleases our Guru the most. Namaskar.
That event, I'd like to invite Srinivas, Trichy Srinivasan.
Before we go to the temple prasadam, as I said, we would like to offer silver coins to Mani Mama and Mami. And before we go there, just wanted to mention a couple of other points for Japa Samarpanam. As you may have noticed from the list, it's not only this class that have done it, and inspired by all these families, people from other parts of the world also volunteer to do it for Mama and Mami. For example, Santosh's mother-in-law and father-in-law, they volunteered to do the Japam for 40 times. So doing from India. So similarly, other people. So we have subscription from many parts of the world, and to top it off, Mama himself shared with us. I don't know if I can share it right now, but I am. Himself shared that he is doing a lot more Japam. He didn't tell me the count, but I'm pretty sure his count is pretty much equal to the sum of all our counts. Because that much Japam he himself was doing. Every time he was coming to the temple, going from the temple, he was saying, I still have to finish my Japam today. And I'm pretty sure, compared to all of us, just because of we are doing this offering, he has taken upon himself to do so much Japam. And Mami has done Japam also. So, namaskar, thank you, Mama, for doing that. We'll offer the silver coin.
गुरु गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु गुरु ब्रह्मा ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुर्विष्णुर्गुरु ब्रह्मा ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्विष्णुर्विष्णुर्गुरु गुरुर्विष्णुर्गुरु 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 विष्णुर्गुरुर्विष्णुर्विष्णुर्गुरुर्देवो देवो गुरुर्विष्णुर्विष्णुर्गुरुर्देवः गुरुर्देवो देवो गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरो महेश्वरो देवो गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः देवो महेश्वरो महेश्वरो देवो देवो महेश्वर